Hello everyone, Eric Lima here. You watch my YouTube vlog in which my sentimental thoughts come from the heart. Also my mental oddball shenanigans come from the brain. It's EML77 TV, episode 671, 12:09 a.m., June the 6th, 2020. What's going on, everybody? Got a little question for you guys. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And we're also, there's lots of protests for racial equality. I'm going to put it that way. I'm trying to be politically correct about this. I don't want to offend anybody, okay? Racial equality. Black Lives Matter, okay? All across the country. What's going on? I'll tell you what. What's going on to the minds of us Americans? This country has gone totally crazy. We freak out about the middle of a pandemic, and we got protests of wanting to reopen up the stores. And now, somebody gets arrested and dies, and there's protests all over. Even in our city, there's some protests, peaceful ones, and there's riots been happening all day. Why is nobody practicing social distancing? Why is nobody practicing quarantine rules? This country's going to get shut down again because to everybody. I mean, I'm sorry. For the life of me, y'all are flipping out. Y'all need to stay calm. You all are going crazy. Everyone in this country, everybody is gone crazy. Everybody is gone crazy. This country needs a straitjacket, for God's sakes. Everybody is gone crazy. Nobody's using their brains, and nobody's using logic correctly. I'm like this the whole time, And last thing I need to be is doing my impression of Carlos Mencia. If you don't know who he is, look him up, because I'll probably do something that would offend everybody. And don't want that. So, but y'all just, for the life of me, I cannot understand. We're in the middle of a pandemic and everybody wants to protest because, listen, I understand people are upset that, the people are sick and tired of racism. I get it. I understand, but don't you guys care about your lives? If you guys get sick and die of this COVID-19, because if there's not a spike in it, then something is up. This thing reeks. This whole thing, the pandemic, the protests, everything reeks of political crap. Because somebody out there is really, really planting seeds of evil and fear. People say it's the media. People say it's the politicians. People say it's Trump. People say, you know what? You know who really is to blame for all this stuff happening? We the people. It's all our fault. It doesn't matter what color that we are. Because I'll tell you why. Even back in the day, even back then in history, throughout the history of this country, we've allowed politicians, we voted and allowed people to run our country only to get us upset, get us outraged. Okay? And these politicians made decisions that basically transformed this country for good and for bad. And this time, but right now we're in the bad situation. All right? Now, whether or not Donald Trump takes a second term is up to us to either make that happen or get someone else in charge. And the key is to vote. Listen, complaining on social media without going too far is okay. All right? Be of a logical mind. Right now, nobody has a logical mind in this country. It's like this country's gone so crazy, it makes me look normal. I live in a crazy country with crazy people. Heck, I could be crazy at times. Doesn't matter what color you are, y'all crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Just plain crazy. Crazy. Everybody be crazy. Y'all make Nikki Cross look normal. Or look sane. Y'all make Mick Foley look like he's the most logical-minded person of the year. I mean, y'all just... This country's gone nuts. This country has gone nuts. I mean, I want to walk around New Bedford and just, I feel like John Travolta looking around, going, the heck is going on? I kind of wish I knew what the heck is going on, to be honest with you. I kind of wish I knew what the heck is going on. Racism is running rampant in this country like never before. A pandemic. 2020, what else is going to happen? I've heard rumors of murder hornets. Some of the most popular celebrities have died one way or the other. With Kobe Bryant's case, it was a huge accident. His daughter and, 7 of their other friends, they all passed away. They all died. I just can't fathom. I just can't fathom this year getting any worse. I just can't. I seriously can't. A young lady from Japan who was a Joshi Puresu wrestler committed suicide because of cyberbullying. I mean, I know cyberbullying is also running rampant here. That has to stop too. I mean, this country's gone crazy. Everybody's gone nuts. And the politicians have gotten dumber. Whether it be Republican and Democrat. We got Redumlicans and Demo brats running the White House. The problem is, and I kind of hate to say this, and I'm going to be harsh, and I'm going to be, the truth is, this country's full of stupid idiots. And I feel like getting the list of Jericho. Hold up a second, I got the list of Jericho. Okay. Hold up. Get it over here. Guess what? You know what happens when this country's gone crazy? Do you know what happens when this country's gone totally insane? Do you know exactly what happens? Why am I doing that? Do you know what happens when y'all are not following the social distancing rules and you want the protests? Yes, I understand. There's a lot going, and there is some racial injustice going on. You want to blame the politicians? Why don't we start with us? You know what happens when our anger gets us all out of control? Do you know what happens when we allowed this country to go completely nuts? The United States of America? You just made the list! Y'all just made the list. Every single one of you. But there is a solution. A solution. Alright? Voting is one. The other? Turning to Him. Now, there's people that don't believe in God. There's people that don't want to believe in God or believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Listen, He died on the cross for you and me. He loved everyone. You know, the Bible says, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, man. He'll fight your battles, man. I know there's times in your lives where you're sick and tired of fighting battles. Sick and tired of fighting everything. I have friends of mine who've been going through a lot of things, fighting demons. Fighting their own demons. But he will fight your battles for you. All you gotta do is pray to him. Accept him into your heart as your Lord and personal Savior. Listen, I'm a born-again Christian, but I make mistakes. I'm a human being just like every single one of you. Okay? I'm not better than anybody else. Regardless color of skin or not, I'm not better than anybody else. In fact, I am about being as an idiot as everybody else out there. I'm a little bit crazy, yes. Am I normal? Nah. I got trolls harassing me. Calling me in the name of an individual that I don't care much about. Because I have nothing to do with his problems. You know, people want to make a mockery of me in my life. You know? Although the next video, the description of the video is borderline ridiculousness. I mean, they... You know, and this is... And some of these trolls are childish people. I mean, I can't believe the gall of these individuals. Oh, you are this person until you denounce your friend. I mean, seriously? That's the most childish thing I ever heard in my life. Somehow, those people have so serious issues, psychological issues they need to work out. They probably need the Lord more than anybody else. I'm sorry, guys. It's that... That's how I feel right now. I've gone nuts. Oh, Lord. I simply don't know what to say anymore. Seriously. I mean, here I am. I was about to talk about what happened on SmackDown tonight. Well, actually, a couple of hours ago. It was over a couple of hours ago, actually. Technically, it would be last night because it's over. It's over Saturday. Here I'm up past midnight, trying to make sense of this country, make sense of this world, make sense of everything going on. I'm like, we're supposed to practice social distancing, quarantine, and all that. All of a sudden, one guy gets killed after police choked him because he's of a different race, and everybody freaks out, gets upset, and decides to loot and riot and vandalize and protest. Forgetting about the COVID-19 situation. I'm like, does anybody, I feel like saying, is anybody thinking around here? This is what happens. This is why anger is the most evil feeling that we all have. We can be angry, but we can't be angry to a point where we don't think straight. This is what happens. We let a lot of people, America, we let our anger control not only our emotions, but control our minds. We're not being logical. I can understand you're sick of racism. I understand that. I'm sick of it too. But guys, there's got to be a better way. Because I know you tried protesting peacefully. You got to keep your cool. You all got to keep your cool. You all are too angry right now. This country is too angry to think. I'm too angry because not only got the pandemic and the protests going on here, I got a bunch of idiotic trolls telling me some absurd things that I don't believe in, and it's all full of BS. I'm kind of disappointed in this country. I'm disappointed in the people in this country. I'm disappointed, period. I'm ticked off. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my cool a little bit. This country's gone nuts. Gone nuts. I'm disappointed in our government. Yes, I'm disappointed in our president, too. You know, here I am thinking that, hey, you say you want to bring prayer back into the schools. That's great. Praise God. I'll deal with that. He wants to bring prayers and Bibles back. Yeah, but that's good, but he's not setting that example. I'm just frustrated. I'm just dang frustrated at the whole thing. Frustrated. I mean, I'm frustrated with 2020. The year 2020, I'm frustrated with it. You know? I'm frustrated with the fact the WEML-TV Festival's been postponed. I'm frustrated with the fact the Portuguese feast has been canceled. I'm frustrated with that. That's not been a baseball game yet. We had early spring training games, but now those are gone. We haven't had basketball, hockey. I mean, wrestling was still going on. There's no crowds anymore. Basically, WWE's not going to have SummerSlam up in Boston because the mayor shut everything down up in Boston. In the Wars of Sheriff of Nottingham in the Disney Robin Hood movie, there's something funny going around here. Or better yet, there's an old saying, there's something rotten in Denmark here. And for those you don't know, that's a saying. The only thing I can do is pray for this country, though. I know this country is hurting big time, guys. Sorry if I'm upset and angry, but I'm just disappointed in how we are handling things in this country. It's not just the politicians or the police or anybody's fault. It's our own fault because we've allowed it to happen. We voted these guys in. We voted these people in the White House. Republican and Democrat. Instead, the whole wide world is holding up this saying, you just made the list. Because you're all stupid idiots. I can imagine what the world's thinking of us right now. We're the laughing stock of the world. I was trying not to worry about the situation. And here I am lambasting everybody for it. Maybe I've been, I'm sorry, I'm in a bad mood. These stupid trolls won't even, I blocked them from my channel, but all the other channels, they want to make crazy videos about me and say so many absurd things about me. Some of them I laugh at. I'm like, seriously? What is this person on? This person probably downed a few beers in his mother's basement just to harass me. Listen, I live in my parents' basement. I don't do crap like that. I just wish there's other ways that we can deal with this without people getting hurt and dying. I mean, peaceful protests are cool. I'm fine with that. Black Lives Matter, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. We've got to get a grip, America. We've got to get a grip. We got to get a grip. There's a lot of people that I love too much for them to lose their lives. I've already lost a lot of people in my life as of late. The recent loss, I would have to go date back 8 months ago. My grandmother passed away. My heart has been broken. I have not even worked for almost for about 2 months now. 2 whole months. Or 2.5 if you count half of March. 2 whole months I have not worked. And basically I've been working at the mall technically for 10 years. In about 8 more days, it would have been 10 years since I transferred over to the Dartmouth Mall. Technically, July would be 10 years. And towards the end of this month, will mark 25 years since I started working at the mall. Working at Ruby Tuesday. A lot of people get on my case. Oh, you talk about your past. You talk about everything. At least the past is a lot better than the crap we're going through right now. If y'all think you're me talking about everything else except for what's going on right now, then you don't know me at all. There's lots of people out there that like to spread lies and spread stupid, idiotic things about me. They don't know me at all. People say they're my friends, and then all of a sudden they talk bad about me and everything else behind my back. They unfriend me for no reason on Facebook. Y'all don't know me at all. You want to bully me because I look different? Because I got glasses, I'm fat? Yeah, I need to lose weight, yeah. Y'all want to make fun of me because, you know, I'm different? What's your excuse? Get a hobby. Get a life. Don't be making videos making fun of me. I don't appreciate that. Never have been. Never will. And y'all complain I talk about my ex-crush. Yeah, I moved on for her, but I use that as an example of life experience, learning experience. I learn a lot of things in life. I'm 43 years old. I've learned more about things than you punk teenagers would ever learn. To those of you younger than me, you don't know the life I lived. You don't understand the stuff that I went through. I've been through a lot more than what you kids have, what you millennials have. I've been through a lot more crap. But you know why I survived? I have a loving family that has been looking out for me. And I'm thankful for each and every one of them, from my parents to my siblings. Right now we have one sibling that doesn't want anything to do with our family. Which is sad. I've always believed in family. I always believed in family, that families are together, families love, families be there, they visit and have a good time. You move away or try to live your life, they turn on you. It broke my heart when I found out what was going on with my sister Cora. I was sad, I was disappointed, I was heartbroken. I know she's been through a lot, I can understand that, but I felt that it doesn't give her the right to turn her back on her family. On the people that she loves and the people that is willing to help her. Listen, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a wife. Am I going to turn my back on my family because of that? No. Alright? I'm not going to turn my back on the Lord either. I refuse to. God has saved my life more times than anybody else. If it hadn't been for the Lord, I would not be here today entertaining all of you. Showing the world, sharing the world of who I am as a person, what I like. And you've seen all my videos before. You've seen these videos, game show videos I've done, video game videos, get these thumbs, picks and predictions in wrestling. You know, sharing a sense of humor, telling jokes, having a lot of fun. What's going through my mind as far as entertainment, what's going on in the world today? You know, what's going through my mind? I cannot stress this enough. And there's haters out there trying to get me off YouTube. by saying so much false accusational crap that it irks me to no end. And then the pandemic has started, and then the protests and the riots and the vandalism and the looting and people saying racist remarks, racist crap, fighting. You know, there's a reason why I stay away from the news and stay away from every situations and touchy subjects like this, because I don't want to be upset to the point where I've turned on all of you. Like the ultimate heel turn, like Hulk Hogan joining forces with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall to form the NWO wrestling stable. Like The Rock, like Rocky Maivia when he turned on the fans. People tell me, they troll me, you're a loser. Get off YouTube, Grandpa. You're this, you're that. I got idiots posing as my ex-crush, lambasting me. That's how bad, my life on the internet is. I feel like I'm complaining, but no, I'm trying to point out something. I'm trying to make a point here. Is that I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to stand up for my family. I'm going to stand up for my beliefs. All right? I got friends out there that I love too much for them to give up their life. I want them to live the right life. I'm not going to demand it out of them. I want them alive so I can hug them, say hi to them, and talk to them and say, how you doing? How was your day? Hope it was awesome. My day was cool. I would show them what I got and everything else. It was so... I just love being social. I used to be going off doing my thing. I used to be here in this room on the internet, glued to it. Communicate with the world, or even find something special on Amazon or eBay. I go upstairs often to check up on the family and see how they're doing. Because I love my family, man. I love my family. My own mother and my sister share a YouTube page, and they subscribe to this channel, which is totally awesome. Guys, we gotta do something. We need, like The Rock said on his Twitter account, we need to start being the leaders. If our government is not willing to change things, we got to. The peaceful protests, all fine and grand. But we've got to keep our heads together. We got to keep our minds together. We got to keep our hearts in the right place. We got to cool down. Think about, I'm assessing all the situation here. The ultimate situation is there's a racism is still running rampant in this country, and it has to stop. I cannot see why black people don't get the opportunity that we do. Because they deserve every opportunity that we Americans have. I don't know why cops are treating them like dirt. I don't get it. We're supposed to be equal. There's only one race we should run. It's human race. We're supposed to be equal to one another. We're supposed to welcome in our colored brothers and sisters into his country. When we say, hey, welcome to America, can we help you? Let's help each other. So man against man just ain't the plan. In the words of Toby McKeehan of DC Talk, Walls, when that song came out in 1990, 92, I'm thinking Free at Last. Listen to that song. Look up Walls by DC Talk. If those of you who are Newsboys fans, Michael Tate was part of that group, DC Talk. You know, I just wish and I pray that this country needs to wake up before the world does its in. I love everyone in this country too much for it to suffer like this. We gotta stop being racist towards one another. Black and white. We need to stop cyberbullying one another. Stop spreading lies about people just to hurt them. We need to stop being mean to one another. Stop being kind, respectful, nice. Help everyone out. Give people advice. Be a friend. Doesn't matter what color you are. As long as you got what it takes in here to make a difference in the world, then go for it. Jesus loves each and every one of us. He don't care about color or skin. He never did. He cares about the heart of the person. I got brothers and sisters in Christ who are black. And they're awesome people to be around. I talk to them, making my friends. Good people. Awesome people. I didn't see them as black people. I see them as people. People that deserve an equal opportunity like we do. Maybe the cops have issues of being taught how to be racist or something. I don't know. That could be the case. Because of what their parents taught them. Look at the episode of Family Matters when Eddie Winslow got pulled over. He was upset with his father about it. Father asked him a question, and at first the father didn't believe him, and son got upset. Says, I don't think you believe me, Dad. He says, and the father and Carl Winslow says, I'll check it out. He talked to the two cops that arrested his son, and tried to set them straight. I mean, look at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv decided to go on a little vacation with the business partners who are white. And Uncle Phil asked Will and Carlton to do them a favor. Is bring his partner's car to Palm Springs. That's where they were at. And they were going to meet him up there. Will and Carlton got pulled over because of the color of your skin. Even Will knew the drill. Because he says he's dealt with it in Philly. According to the show, according to the episode. Luckily, the two of them had hatched a plan. Hatched a plan to get themselves out. Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv came down. They were ticked off. And then the legal partner came in, and the police officer said, hey, your car is here. And we caught the perpetrators, and even he knew who they were. He said, those are not the perpetrators. They're my partner's son and nephew. That's when the cops realized they made a big boo-boo. and Uncle Phil set those two cops straight. It's sad this has happened. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these men became cops and to use their power to abuse that, to serve and protect, to abuse that, to try to hurt people because of their color. I wouldn't be surprised if any of those cops just used the cop front as a way to, hate to say it, eliminate black people. Probably abused the power and honor of a cop. They abused that. They destroyed that honor. And I have friends who are on the force as cops. I thank God that none of them acted like these cops all over the country. I'm supposed to respect the law. All right? I'm supposed to respect the law. And that's what we're supposed to do. Follow their instructions and you'll be all right. But I can understand why some of these cops are not following their own protocol. Yeah, I get it. But it's not right, though. The way they're handling things is not right. But some of these cops probably have a lot more issues than we take credit, than we ought to know. This country's gone crazy, and we need to start stepping up as people of America. Time to step up. We need to step up. We need to step up. Use YouTube. Use every form of social media. Help others, like educate others about racism. Help others out. Protect others. You don't have to stand in line holding a sign all day. There's other ways to make a difference in this country. But the first thing we got to do is step up. That's what we got to do as a country. Step up as citizens. Unite as one in this country. We are the melting pot of the world. All right? Melting pot of the world. We have black men, white men, European, African, British, Chinese, Japanese, Australian, Spanish, Mexican, Portuguese, Cape Verdean, Italian. I worked with all sorts of people and became friends with all sorts of people. Every person of different color. I never look at their color of skin. Well, I found out they're from another country. I'm fascinated. I felt fascinated. I thought it was really cool. I have friends who are from Brazil. Friends who are Asian. Friends who are good people. Friends from England. Good people. I don't look at the color of their skin. I don't look at, if they're gay or lesbian. I don't care about that. I care about what's in their heart. Because that's what God does. When Saul failed as king of Israel, Samuel was sent out to go to the home of Jesse. As he looked at each and every one of Jesse's sons, he said, I don't look at the stature of a man or how handsome he is. I look at the heart of a man. Jesse said, hey, got a youngest son out there is David. We'll wait for him. Samuel anointed him as next king of Israel. And as a result, he killed a 9-foot giant, for goodness sakes. He started writing Psalms. Despite the fact that Saul knew that David was going to be the next king, despite the fact that Saul tried to kill him, David still served him. And he became best friends with the king's son, the prince, Jonathan. Why am I saying all this? I care. I love. But we all got to step up as people here in America. We want to make a difference in this country? November, go and vote. Listen, there's a lot, when politicians came, when presidents came, there's some stuff I agree with them, there's stuff I don't. I respected each and every president that came before us. Sometimes they have their different agendas and different reasons. I was disappointed in Bill Clinton when the allegations came up. A lot of people blame George Bush for what happened on 9/11. I mean, a lot of people blame Obama for the Great Depression that happened that year. A lot of stores closed down, man. I had to change jobs because they cut a lot of hours. They cut a lot of jobs at Ruby Tuesday. I had to change jobs because of it. I apologize for ranting, but people make fun of it. But I care about people. If people decide to make fun of my videos, saying I rant and rave and not care and everything else, then those people are not good people. They don't care about anybody but themselves. But I care. And I want to encourage all of you to step up. Be kind to one another. Love. The Bible says to love one another. It did not say anything about a certain race to hate, or hate gay people, or hate lesbian people, or hate a certain group of people. We show love. We show Christ's love. Agape love. A lot of people think I've lost my mind on this one, but you know what? I just care. If I felt this in my heart so much, it's so, because I want to entertain and bring you smiles. But I also want to, tell you guys how I really feel and lift, and then all of a sudden, hopefully I can turn it around, make it an inspiration to lift you guys up and say, hey, we can still make America great again, but it's up to us, not the politicians that we voted in. We got to get the work done. We got to go out there. We got to make a difference. Looting, vandalizing, violence, disrespecting people and whatnot, fighting, it's not going to solve anything. Peaceful protests, I'm cool with it. But it's time that we step up in America. Hey, I'd rather be somewhere, sitting down somewhere and pray. And pray for the city, pray for the state, pray for the country, pray for the world. And the cop asks me what I'm doing, I said, I'm praying. I'm just praying. No sign, no guns, no weapons, no nothing. Just me, my phone, my keys, my wallet. Just in case I'm hungry, I'll go get something to eat. Come back here and pray. Or something like that. Or read the Bible. Quote a scripture. Sit there and think. That's my idea of a peaceful protest. Protest what's going on in the world. Protest what's going on in our lives, so to speak. Protest the evil. Racism, evil. Racism is evil. Simple as that. Cyberbullying, trolling, evil in my opinion. Looting, rioting, disrespecting people, making racist remarks, evil. Time to protest the evil. We do good. The Bible says depart from evil and do good. I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. If I can't go out there and do it, I might as well use my voice some way. Proud to be part of a family that love each other. When I made that video of the girls chasing the bird, again trying to get the bird out of the house, like I said, I was proud of them for working together. Even though it's comical how they do it, can't go wrong with working together as a family. I'll be totally honest, I wish all my family was together. I wish my grandparents from Lakeville, on my mother's side, stepmother's side of the family, didn't move to Maine. Moved along with my aunt and uncle, my cousins up there. I kind of wish my sister Cora was still with us. But she don't want anything to do with us. And like I said, I hope God deals with her in His way. I know that's going to be, I'll let God work His miracle. I wish my brother Tyler was with us, and he's supposed to be deployed pretty soon. He's a reserve in the Air Force. I kind of wish everybody was together. My brother Michael, I found out had COVID. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's surviving. He's unable to see his daughter. I found out he almost got attacked by a coyote. I kind of wish everybody in the family was together, man. But it's not my fault. I honestly, but sometimes it felt like it is sometimes. I love my family too much. I better get going. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sure everybody y'all see this video and you think this kid's gone crazy. This guy's gone crazy. Yeah. There's not a lot is going on in my heart, and I'm just heartbroken that this whole thing is, happening. I'm just heartbroken for this country. I'm sure God is heartbroken about this country too. I just love every single one of you guys, man. Listen, I love all of you, but it's time for us to step up. We need to step up. We got to. If the politicians are and President Trump's unwilling to do it, we got to do it. The cyberbullying's got to stop. The trolling's got to stop. The racism's got to stop. Racism can exist online, We got to start loving, stop hating. We step up as Americans. Make a difference in this country. November, go out and vote. Let's stop the hate, stop the violence, stop the racism. And start loving. Start caring. Start being kind. Start showing each other love and emotions. I know it's in the middle of a pandemic, we're supposed to be socially distant. The politicians don't even have a brain to know how we American people work. Every politician in that White House, in that government, from the president on down, don't even have a clue of how to run this country. I don't care if they have political experience for years. All right, that's all the time I have. And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful night. And God bless. Remember, step up.